Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, Rize family? What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing today? Good Sunday morning. Hope everybody having a wonderful, beautiful day. Let's get the sponsors out of the way. You know, the champ is home. 5-time champion, 3 different weight classes. The hard-hitting, devastating puncher. Everybody running. They scared. They don't know what to do. Javante Tank Davis. Redesigning minds, one mind at a time. You know, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Under Armour, thanks for all you do for the gym and the community. Big shout out to Bad Girls Promotions, man. If y'all ain't got y'all tickets, make sure y'all get y'all tickets, man, on Eventbrite, the GTD Challenge, man, August 5th, Coppin State University, the Physical Education Complex, man, is going down. Make sure y'all in the building. Calvin versus Bullet. We got Mia fighting for a belt. Lord Dimes fighting for a belt. We got Jaleel Hackett on there. Rafi, Too Sharp, Damari Filson making his pro debut. We got Junior fighting on the card. Man, there's a whole bunch of surprises now, man. A whole bunch of, you don't know who you might see in the building, man. So if I was y'all, man, I would make sure I get my ticket. Make sure y'all in the building, man. And last but not least, man, Squeeze say we ain't getting it, but I got faith and I got hope, man. It's coming. I know it's on the way. Y'all can say it with me, man. Make sure they hear us. Box! Raw! What's going on, everybody? 86 Baby Murray, what's going on? Mr. Rainer, how you doing this morning? Stretched Out Boxing, what's happening? Daryl Hopkins, what's going on? D, what's happening? D Rich, how you feeling? Fagusta Al Neal, what's going on? Savage Boy, what's happening? Blade, Alan Johnson, Jason Torres, Victor Douglas, what it do? What's going on? My bad. Soundbox, what's going on? How y'all feeling this morning, man? Nice Sunday, man. Boxing. Man, we had some good ones yesterday. And it left us with some very interesting topics and subjects, man. Y'all tell me where y'all want to start at. We can go the Frank Martin route. We can go the Baumgardner route. Or we could talk about the champ being home, man. See what they going to do, man. Because I'm hearing everybody talking and they saying negotiations is going on. Tank want that Devin fight. That's just what they whispering. That's what I'm hearing. So, you know what I mean? We're going to see pound for pound boxing talk. What's going on? I'm the real deal Israel. How you doing, Miss Lady? Gregory Gibbons, what's going on? Appreciate you, Greg. Yeah, so, you know what I mean? Where y'all want? Ladies first. Man, shout out to Alycia Baumgardner, man. That's what it's all about, man. She beat the girl that she had her only loss to. You know what I mean? That's why I feel as though like a loss ain't gonna really hurt you, because now you got a chance to come back and, you know what I mean, you get to look in that mirror, have a meeting with yourself, and figure out what you're gonna do. You're gonna sink or swim. And you know what I mean, the performance she put on last night, you know what I mean, she wasn't sinking at all. She swam. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Baumgardner, man. She avenged that only loss that she had. And she had a very dominating win, man. But I'm just a little curious because, like, sometimes she be looking like she be gassed. And I know she trained hard. But, like, her last 2 fights are like she kind of, like, gassed out a little. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, she, like, got a little tired or something. I don't know. But it was a great win. She was hitting that girl with some shots, boy. And Alycia was getting hit with some shots too. And she got a nice little chin on her. T. Monroe, what's going on? Emmanuel Carter, how you feeling? Andre Noble, what's going on? You said she ain't breathing. I don't know. Like I was looking at, like, does she got too much muscle? Like, what is it? Because it's, you know what I mean, like it's something. I seen it in her last fight also, but I ain't really paying no mind. But she be getting a little gas, but ain't like she, how can I put, like, she fade out a little bit. Defense be all right, but then she'll get hit with some shots. But then she'll come back and deliver. She gonna take one and get one, but she just be looking a little gas, man. But other than that, that was a good show. I did miss the fights. I just got finished watching the highlights. I was working yesterday, so I did miss some of the fights. He gassed out too. Yeah, I don't know, but every time I seen her training, I seen some of her training videos and regimens. She trained hard. I just don't understand like why she be looking gassed like that. Jalen, what's going on? I don't understand that part. But I did see it in like her last 2 fights. Like she take a round off and try to get herself together or what, but it is what it is. Blaze say she ain't breathing. Squeeze said he be on a little late today. Got something came up, so you know what I mean. Hope everything up. Hope everything all right with Squeeze, man. Excuse me. Frank Martin. Let's get to Frank Martin. Any more questions on any more on Baumgardner? We can go over here to make sure y'all hit that like button too. Please make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I don't know what's going on with y'all, man, but the numbers ain't been numbering lately. Young Doug 2022 said, "Hey, senior champ, talk about that end of the year fight." Hey, I'm hearing on the outside. I'm hearing on the outside that, you know what I mean, they pressing that Devin Haney button. You know what I mean? Savage boy. Not like that, he ain't. Savage boy said Frank not ready for Tank. See, but everybody, first thing they want to do is, put him in there with Tank. Put him in there with Tank. Nah, I don't see it. Not yet, boy. Not yet. Kareem Hassan, hit my like button. Did you hit yours? Big love to everyone. What's up, brother Hassan? How you feeling? Waiting for you to change that picture, man. Stop catfishing. Jason Torres says, shout out to brother Hassan. Tim, start up, my what's happening, nephew? I think Frank, starting at the age of 18, showed up a little. I'm trying. Somebody else started a little late. Wilder, if I ain't mistaken, Wilder started a little late too. I think Wilder was like 17 when he started. Damn, Fugusa and Alycia, I don't even think he's ready for a pit bull. Yeah, see, like people see one win and be like, oh, he's ready, man. Listen, don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all can't keep jumping the gun like that. Oh, Deontay Wilder started when he was 20. Michael Gardner, what's going on? Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. Wilder started when he was 20. That's what I thought. You said like Carter, what's going on? Frank needs another tune-up. No, he coming along, but don't keep trying to throw him in there, man. Just because he's big and strong. He ain't ready to get in the ring with Tank, man. Y'all can see what y'all want. And I know y'all supposed to, you know what I mean, believe in y'all guy, but he not ready yet. How can you watch Calvin fight? Emmanuel Carter, you can get a ticket and be in the building. Mr. Rain, the senior. Frank Martin didn't impress me at all last night. He barely pulled it out at all. Looked like they just gave it to him to me. Yeah, I heard I can't pronounce that guy's name, man. I listened to it all morning trying to get it together. But I heard they said if he wouldn't have took a knee, that decision could have went the other way. If he wouldn't have took the knee late in the fight, it could have went the other way. So we'll see. Pitbull ain't beating Frank. Frank faced a good opponent. Nobody knew about Frank. Did great. Happy he had a competitive fight. As a fan, I loved it. Okay. What's good, Senior? Shay, what's good, Senior? God bless Rize. All I hear is cricket since Tank got out. You know it. Now shit real. You know what I mean? And schedule's free and clear. So, you know what I mean? He said he want that Devin fight. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm running with. He said he want that Devin fight. Oh, yeah, Tim. Keyshawn was clown. I was watching Keyshawn on his live. He was clowning Frank Martin. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Frank versus Devin is the money fight. We gonna see. I mean, with the hoopla built around it, that's starting to build and it's looking good. You know, Devin got his phony gun charge, so you know what I mean. Now I guess he the bad guy, so you know what I mean. I guess it's helping. I guess it's helping him, helping him out. But you know what I mean. That's definitely a fight that we all want to see and everybody ready for it. So hopefully we can get that. Ooh, see Irvin the Wiz. I think the Frank fight was a draw, or he lost by 1. And you got to post your scorecard. Let me see it. DSV company said that liver shot made him take a knee. Yeah, they said that's what they saying. Help them get over the hump. Hold on 1 second, y'all. My bad. I apologize. I want to see Tank fight Teofimo Lopez because Teo talks too much stuff about Tank. Man, listen. I just want to see. I'm just ready to see him back in the ring, back training, back getting focused, man. Showing these younger fighters, man, what it is to face adversity and keep moving, man. Not everything they put in front of you, line them up and knock them down. That's it. You know what I mean? He did what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? He out. Now it's time to get back to work. Take care of your family, spend some time with the kids, get this contract signed, whoever it's gonna be, and show these younger boxers, man, what it's like to face adversity and stay on the task at hand, man. Because every time they give them a fight, you know what I mean, you see them locked in, working hard, and getting the job done. B3, what it do? Now every fighter that got a decision get criticized. That's terrible. RTM woke up this morning and couldn't see his face. Y'all terrible. I mean, no, I'm not. No, Tank pressing for that down fight. They saying the fight got to be at 140. Always a fucking excuse. You know it is. But let's not forget. Bill Haney said the only thing they stand at 130, only thing they stand at 135 for is a Tank fight. That's why I had a feeling why they posted that picture of Devin looking real blew up. So you know what I mean. So it could help their little situation out. But him and Bill said they'd take the fight at 135. Now all of a sudden they want to go to 140. Even though I don't really think I still think he get him at 140. But you know what I mean? He already said he feel comfortable at 135, and we all know who the A side is. Yeah, he definitely made a hit list, and you heard what you hear what they talking about. He want Devin. Come on, Tim. We ain't going for all that today. It's Sunday, man. It's the Lord's Day. Elijah Mitchell said, according to the scorecards, Frank would have still won without the knockout. Okay. All funny video. What's going on? Hope the healing process going well. Hope you feeling good, man. Good to see you in the building. I say Tank will beat Devin at 140. I agree. I feel the same way. I think the only person that beat Tank is Tank, man. Because when man, I seen this guy training, man. I seen him focus. I seen him locked in. It's nothing you can really tell me because I seen it with my own eyes and I witnessed like what he do in the gym, how he locks in, how he focuses. I think he still get him at 140. But I think that fight should be at 135. Dwayne Haskins, what's up, champ? Dino, aka Holy, what's going on? I think that fight should be at 135. Put them belts up, man. Tank will snatch them belts off. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck what you do with the belts. You can throw them in the crowd afterwards. Whoop his ass. They need to be humbled. $1 trillion dreams too. I think Tank beats Haney at 140, but at 135, Haney doesn't stand a chance to weight drain. You gotta go off what they said. Tank is the only fight we stay at 135 for. Devin hasn't moved to 140 yet. There's talks about it. He's showing pictures of him all blew up. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta pay attention to the shit they doing. But that fight should be at 135. Yeah, they definitely wrote a check they can't cash. Because now them schedules free and clear. They could talk all the shit they want to talk. But they don't got no fight. Tank don't got no fight. Make that shit happen, man. Soundbox, appreciate the Smoothie King. Right back at ya. Tank versus Devin is next, man. Listen, man. That's gonna go crazy. Do you think Emmanuel Carter said? Do you think Devin will get more respect after the fight? Yeah. But depending on the style of win, that might change some things. But Bill gonna spin it. He gonna do damage control all the rip. So I mean, and I'm only saying because most of the fighters that get in the ring with Tank afterwards, they get a little bit more added to their star power or whatever. So that's why I say yeah. But as far as like respect, it's kind of like they've been selling nothing but wolf tickets. They've been building Devin off of Tank's name. So once they get in the ring and Tank destroys Devin, how much more respect can he get after all that shit that he was talking? You know what I mean? But whoever fights Tank, they always get, more respect for getting in the ring. You see what I'm saying? But it's just like, y'all talk so much shit. Y'all, man, listen, man. Even I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but listen. Even to this little gun situation with Devin. When Tank got locked up, Bill was passing around mugshots, paying people to talk about it. You know what I mean? People ain't even really want to report about Devin. Come on, man. You built all this. So like when he get touched by Tank, oh man, he gonna get a little bit of respect, but you dug a grave. For real. No Cap TV. I know Tank just got home with family, but is it possible you can get him on the Rize podcast and see where it's just with man? Listen, I'm not bothering that man. He just came home. He got to be with his family. He got kids. You know what I'm saying? When the time is right, he'll be on here. But I ain't bothering him right now. No sirree, Bob. Man, you know what I mean? You want to come home, get right, get a nice good meal, play with the kids, you know what I mean? Boxing here. Everybody talking. They know what's going on. He be on here soon enough. Savage boy, man. You ask me, I think he put that motherfucker and called the people on himself. Come get me. I got something in the car y'all might want to take a look at. Thomas Hill, what's happening? Salute good peoples of the Rize Podcast family and blessings to everyone. Senior calls to all access one. How you feeling, champ? Man, I ain't complaining, man. I woke up this morning. It's a beautiful day. We had some great boxing events last night, man. And you know what I mean? We on that countdown. For real. We got Spence versus Bud. How many days out we is? The day is 17th. The day is 16th. We 13. We under 2 weeks. For Bud and Spence. That's the one I'm waiting for. So you know what I mean? Come on, man. Like Emmanuel Carter, listen. One thing I tell people, man, money, guns, and drugs don't belong on the internet. I don't give a fuck. And there's combination of all three, one of the three, money, guns, and drugs shouldn't be on your internet, man. I said in a trial, I think 8 years ago. I said in a federal courtroom, a trial. And this is the shit I already been hearing. They got Instagram police, booty boo. No. They got an Instagram task force where they paying people just to sit there and watch people Instagrams, man. I got a little nephew. I kept telling him, stop doing certain shit on Instagram. He ain't listen. His whole case was built off Instagram. I was reading a paper probably about 10 years ago, and they found this guy. They found this guy guilty, and they uncovered like a big ass scheme off of just the shoes he was wearing on Instagram. He ain't never had no job, but how can he afford $2,500 shoes? And they picked that shit up. Man, he was from Baltimore, and they traced that shit all the way back to California. And like it was like a big ass, like I think it was like a $20 million like indictment with all that shit, man. Like certain shit, man, you can't put on Instagram, man. Cause they definitely watching, even if you think, oh, they ain't worrying about me. Shit, money, guns, and drugs, man. You ain't never supposed to put that shit on there. I don't give a fuck. We like, what you trying to prove? What you trying to show off? I ain't putting no money on that. What, you ain't never had no money before? Shit, motherfuckers with real money, you can't show it. So why I'm be out there trying, man? Hell no, man. Money, guns, and drugs, man. That shit shouldn't be on the internet. I don't know who going with Dino, aka Holly said, I don't know who gonna win that one, but I'm rooting for Spence. Man, listen. Listen, man. Everybody keeps saying, oh, Bud can switch. What's gonna happen when you taking relentless pressure and that switching shit don't work? Not to mention that Spence can switch too, but we're just gonna leave that alone because don't nobody really mention that. But you know what I mean? Who all funny video, you know then. You know what I mean? You know. Like people be so naive, or you know what I mean, shit just so wide open. You gotta think, man, these people created are behind a lot of people don't understand, yo. The police are behind a lot of this shit that's being created to help them. So you know what I mean, like they ain't even really gotta do their job no more. You motherfuckers doing their job for them. Y'all posting, oh, I just did this. That, man, they convicting niggas off Instagram and Facebook, man. Come on, man. They ain't even gotta do their job. They just sit at their desk, watch their phone and their computer, and you niggas tell on yourself. That shit is a tool, man. They know they know your location, where you at. They can ping you into, oh, you was over here at this day and time. You know what I mean? Man, listen. And then when they play them phone calls back, when your shit tapped and they play them phone calls back, and it sound like that you right there having a conversation, that shit is loud and clear. Like you might think it ain't. That shit is loud and clear, just like you standing right there in the courtroom having a conversation, talking on the microphone, man. Like, so I be trying to tell, like, once I sat there, like, you know, I was reading the paper and I seen that shit about the kid and the tennis shoes and shit. And you know what I mean? Like, I be trying to tell people, like, y'all, they might not be worried about you today, but tomorrow they might come get you. And all the shit that they need is right there because y'all gave it to them. You want to try to flex on the gram, so you showing guns, you showing money, you showing drugs, man. If you doing what you doing, man, keep that shit to yourself, man. Yo, motherfucking real, man, listen. You don't see the real hustlers. The niggas that's really getting money, you don't see them. And they ain't loud. They ain't loud. But they got a nice house, ducked off, in a cut. Sometimes they drive it, they got a nice car, but they don't drive it every day. They got a little beater. You know what I mean? And they moving around. But you niggas gotta look like y'all want to look like y'all got money. Y'all want and don't even be having it. But y'all want to show everything to the gram, trying, oh, I got these guns, I got this, man, that shit, man. Listen, they stopped showing telling in the first grade, man. Y'all niggas need to catch up. Y'all want to keep posting everything. All that shit ain't. Y'all doing their job. Let's get back to this boxing though. Victor Douglas, they don't gotta understand when they see that shit for themselves. Like that shit really opened up my eyes to a lot of shit, man. Just sitting in there, just listening. What's up, D for the win? Just sitting in there and listening, man. Like, you know what I mean? You be surprised, man. You know the crazy thing about conspiracy? It ain't even nothing. When you're dealing with the feds, it's not even about guilty or innocent. It's about perception. What can I make you believe? It's not even about. It's not about guilty or innocent. It's about perception. Cause like so they was like breaking down. They was breaking down like one of the phone calls, and the guy was wrong. And like I knew what they was talking about on the phone, but the guy was wrong that was breaking down the phone call. and I was telling the lawyer to ask these certain questions, but the lawyer, he didn't really understand what was going on. So the perception is, oh, he's a professional. He's a police officer. This is what he's trained in. He got such and such years behind it. So a jury is going to believe him automatically. They're going to believe him automatically because all you got here is the word professional. Oh, I could trust him. He's but he was wrong. But the perception was he's a professional. He's been doing this for 15 years. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Man, that shit isn't about guilty or innocence. What about they can make that fucking jury believe? And 9 chances, that's why they got a 98 point something conviction rate. That shit is all about perception. It ain't like people get it fucked up. That shit ain't about no damn guilty or innocent. That shit is about perception. And then they like, and if they don't got you, they'll send a motherfucker in there and say he was a CI and fucking say, oh yeah, he did it. Come on, man. Y'all gotta talk to these kids, man. Get them to wake up, man, because they understand, man. Man, all funny video, man. You ain't got to tell me. I had one homeboy, I talked to him every 3 months, and he was in a different place. And ain't even know why. Wait a minute. I can't see it, Thomas. Shout out to Thomas Hill in the cash chat. Appreciate you, champ. Okay, I got you. Let me get him together now. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, that's why the people don't even like battling them, because you know what I mean. All they got to do is say XYZ, and you boo the fool now. Yeah, come give me 1 second. Let me do this for Thomas Hill. Hate that I gotta go on a whole nother fucking. I got you, Thomas Hill. Yeah, but let's get back to boxing, man. If you had a choice, and you had say so, who would you like to see Tank fight next, man? Put it in the comments. Who would y'all like to see Tank fight next? I'll wait. We're gonna talk about this today. Who would y'all like to see Tank fight next? If you could pick and decide. Put it in the comment section. Devin, T.O., Shakur, Frank, Pitbull. I think that's it. Done. Everybody want. Let me find out it's unanimous. Everybody want dead. Devin Haney, no Pitbull. Yeah, I think they was saying, like he said, he don't really want to go Pitbull. It's time. He want to get these other niggas out the way. Kerr or Dev, nobody else. I get you, Jason. You know what I want to see? I want after this bullet versus Calvin on August 5th, I wouldn't mind seeing Bill and Calvin. That's what I want to see. That's what I wouldn't mind right there. Bill versus Calvin. I like that fight too, though. BTGGTV. I like Frank Martin versus Pitbull, but I want to see Frank Martin versus Keyshawn. What y'all think? Y'all think T.O. will take that fight? Young Doug 22. Yeah, check out that hit list. So you know what I mean. That's what I want to see, the Devin fight. I can't even lie. I wasn't really pressed at first, but I want to see that Devin fight. That's what I'm looking for. Facts. I think Keyshawn got it. I just need to see Keyshawn on some tough competition. I mean, he doing some good talking, but I want to see him. I want to see him with them hitters. I want to see how he look amongst them hitters. What's going on? What's going on, Sean the Icon? I'll do this today too. Since I'm on here by myself. I go to link. Somebody come on here and chop it up with me. I want to see Tank and Dab now more than ever. Tank Undisputed will have every hater crying. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what that mean, right? You know what that mean, right? D Rich. No. No. Okay, my guy. Pound for pound boxing talk is in the building. What's up, champ? How you feeling?
Hey, what's good, baby? Let me take off my Bluetooth. I don't want to. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Hey, good morning, my brother.
What's going on? How you feeling today?
I'm straight. Running some errands. It's Sunday. The
Okay.
7 days of rest, but we still got to work. You know what it is.
Man, you know, man, come on, man. We don't get no rest. As men, we don't get no rest. You know that.
That's right. That's right. But
We
on the
got
boxing,
to work even when we don't want to work.
you got to do it. That's discipline. You got to do what you got to do, even when you don't want to. That's what separates the men from the boys.
All day long.
But yeah, on this boxing talk on the Rise. Man, Frank Martin, man, I was a little nervous. I was like, Derek, you seen Errol Spence face in the ring? Them motherfuckers in the ring, like they put the punch stats on the they put the punches landed on the monitor. Derek and Errol was looking at that motherfucker like,
yeah, that was a crazy one right there.
But you know what? It was close, but I didn't think it was as close as like they made it. Because like Steve Farhood, I mean, it's unofficial, of course, but I really had Frank Martin winning round. I gave the what's his name, the white dude, the Russian or wherever he's from. I gave him the first round for sure, and then after that, I gave Frank Martin like almost every round after that, to be honest. But I understood where it was coming from because when it got to the middle, boy on punches, and Frank was defensive, he was being slick, but he wasn't doing a lot. And even though old boy face was busted up, it's like, bro, your face could be busted up, but if you're not applying that pressure, and then he was good on defense too. Old boy's making Frank miss too.
So yeah, he was Olympian.
Right. So when you talking about how you judge a fight, effective aggression, defense, ring general shit. Old boy was doing that too. So I'm looking, I'm a boxing fan, even though I'm rooting for Frank, but I gotta keep it 100 because I'm like, I'm like, damn. A lot of people they just watch one fighter, and then they be like, oh, that's why he won because they just watching one fighter. When you watching both, and I'm looking, I'm like, okay, oh boy, shit, his defense is nice too. He doing good too, and then I was like, damn. I was feeling like Derrick James. I'm like, bro, do more. And as soon as he got to the corner, that's exactly what he said. He said, you want to be pretty? You want to win? He said, I want to win. He said, so what you doing?
All right, hold up. Give me 1 second. Let me bring my guy in the building, man.
Yeah, that one was close, man.
My main Apple Scrabble, but he a pain in the ass, man.
Who's that?
Movie King. What's up, champ? What's up, champ? I was holding it down. I was doing your job while you was out handling business, man.
Yo. It's the small king right back at ya, motherfuckers, with another one. Pound for pound boxing, all Izzy for Chizzy on the Shiznizny. They like that nigga come all in. I'm sorry for messing up y'all continuity.
I mean, we was rocking too. I mean, you got the fans in the building. I bet you day off without pay.
Yeah, baby. We don't get paid for overtime.
I thought you left and went with the grandkids or something, man.
No, I hung with Bubba's a little bit yesterday. Played with Bubba's. And I couldn't catch my granddaughter. She was with her dad. So I went and hung with Bubba's. Let them beat me down the side of my head. A little Junior in the making. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What's going on? Hey, man. What about that boxing? Hey, family in the chat. What it do, baby?
I think his phone froze.
What about last night, champ?
Man, we didn't already ran that down, man. We talking about Bill versus Tank. I mean Bill versus Calvin after the Calvin versus Bullet. We already ran the fights down. I was holding
man,
down.
ain't nobody.
I was Stephen A. Shannon Sharp. I was holding it down, man. I was ESPN on here, man. I had my details and all that.
You can get fired. You can get fired like Jalen Rose and Max Calvin. If you talk about some Bill and Calvin, that nigga ain't stepping in no ring. Only ring he's stepping in is round his damn tub. Oh shit. Yeah, man. Frank Martin last night, man. I don't know, man.
Give me 2 seconds. I gotta do something real quick. I'll be right
back. Go ahead,
chat.
It's like, hold on, somebody in the chat. BTG in the building.
What up, coach?
BT Boys the Men, ABC, BTG. What up,
hey, shout out, Coach Squeeze. What's up?
Oh man, what it do, baby?
Hey, I'm chilling. I'm from Texas, and I'm disappointed in Frank, man.
Oh, okay. Let me hear this, man.
Look, I watched that whole fight last night. If that dude did not take that knee, it would have either been a draw or Frank losing. Because it was, he got busy the last 3 rounds. Frank got busy. 9, 10, 11, 12. He got a little busy. But from what? He had round 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. Down Romanian was throwing punches and making that dude miss. And I was like, after the fight, you gonna call out Tank? No. No. I would stay away from Tank. I would stay away from Shakur. I would try to fight Devin. I would try to fight Keyshawn. That's the Davis need to be worried about. He need that. I don't know. He's still fighting like he a contender. Not a contender. He's still fighting like he a prospect, not a contender.
Damn. Hey, how you doing down there, man? I heard the heat is kind of... It's getting hot in here. Just take off all your clothes. I'm gonna take my clothes. How it is down there, baby?
Hey, I don't care about my location. I'm from San Antonio, so it's always been triple digits. Always been triple digits. Yeah, some was down here. It might get like 110, but it'll feel like 120.
Damn.
Hey, yeah.
Humidity wise, like
humidity wise.
Yeah. I heard a lot of people lost their lives down there from heat absorption. Yeah, like
you got to stay hydrated.
Yeah, you can't be doing too much in this that heat. Like up here, it was hot. Like, you know, and I drive like forklift outside and this, that, and the other, and you know, I tell the guy, man, hey, I take my water breaks, you know, a little bit more water breaks. I have my cold water, you know, and putting that in my, because the air quality is horrible up here, yo. In Baltimore, the air quality, pollution, it's crazy, man. Then they talk about we getting some stuff from Canada like we needed any damn help. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell nah.
But the piggyback off of what you said, I just seen snippets. I missed the fight in its entirety. It's on now, so I'm gonna survey his performance, and I will let the people know what I think. But from what you said, that's exactly what I heard. The way you broke that down. But let me make myself clear. Every performance is not going to be a spectacular performance long as you win. Don't just trying to be fair, because old boy was tough. He wasn't no tomato can you kick down the alley to play hopscotch when you see it. He's a decorated amateur. You know, he's a decorated pro. He had a little something with him. So that was good for Frank. Now, decision-wise, I don't know, you know. So I got to go back and look at it and assess it myself. But that's what everybody was saying. He didn't have a stellar performance, and for him to be calling Tank out, and it's not a good idea right now. I don't know, man. Give or take. You know, we know what Tank do. So that little spawn thing they did, with no money on the line. When that bag on the line, here's my number and the dime. Call me anytime. Yeah. Tank up. If you need someone to talk to, satisfaction guaranteed.
Yo, coach. So do you think the women's boxing should stay at 2 minutes, the rounds, because of the fight last night? Saw them gassing out. Like,
no, I want to see 3 minutes round. I want to see 3 minute rounds, man.
Baumgardner could have got rid of her, but got gassed out every time at the end.
But think about how many fights we've seen over time to where though they got each other out. I got a fight in mind. I can't think of. I think it was Katie Taylor and
Serrano.
Was that Serrano?
Was it?
No,
that was a barn burner.
No, I don't think it was Katie Taylor. I think it was Katie Taylor and somebody else. It might have been Serrano. And it was like the girl could have got her out of there, but she didn't get her out of there. Damn. Because it was 2 minutes, and the girl ended up coming back getting a decision.
I know what I just can't think of the name. I know the fight you talking about.
You remember that this was a couple months ago.
Damn, I know which fight. I just can't pull a name off the top of my head.
God damn.
I'm really thinking too.
That transmission don't go in reverse like it used to.
Hey, I almost ain't make it on the podcast.
For real?
I scanned my Powerball ticket. It said congratulations, right? That my eyes got big because on the machine it got exclamation points, and it was like $7. Are you bitch?
You go your way to the airport, huh?
I thought I could call senior and say, now listen to a story about a boy named Jed. The folks said, man, let's move away from here. It said California is the place he wanted me. So we loaded up our truck and we moved to Beverly, whatever that is. Black gold, Texas tea. When I see that $7, you bet. They got me. Come on out, senior. They got me. Yeah, man, that was something else. These people, man, all that money, just give me $1 million.
All right, so let me tell you something. When you hit big, right, it don't say congratulations.
I know.
It's lottery agent.
Yeah, you know what? That's how pumped I was because the letters was in boldface. Yo, I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. Yo, I was like, you son of a blickle. Yeah, yo, I looked at the machine, looked at my ticket, looked at the machine, looked at my ticket. Yeah, man. But what you think? So I know y'all rapped about it, but Frank Martin's performance last night. Tank tomorrow, talk to me, baby.
I think you know, and we also gotta take account of this though. Them other fighters trained too. Coach Kenny said all the time. Them other fighters trained too, and he was a decorated Olympian, amateur career. And he was also undefeated. So you know what I mean, it's not gonna always just be you know what I mean, a one-sided fight. He came to scrap. He had some squabble in him from the highlights. I didn't get to see the full fight. I was watching some highlights this morning so I could be caught up. But he came to squabble, and they said that knee that he took in the 12th round really helped Frank Martin get the decision. So you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. But you know what I mean? We got like the thing is we gotta get it understood to these younger fighters and these up and coming fighters, man. What you get in, what you put in is what you get out. You know what I mean? Like when it's time to work, you got to work. Ain't no whole bunch of excuses and all. When it's time to train and lock in, it's time to train and lock in. Put that work in, man. You can't work hard this week and then take off next week. That shit you're not gonna get the results that you're looking for. You see what I'm saying? You got to put that fucking work in day and day. Boxing is a lonely sport and it's a you sport. Whatever you do is what you get. You know what I'm saying? So like if you
Yo, I'm going to get off here. Y'all done taught my son. All right, y'all. I'm signing off. It's the Smoothie King. I'm no longer leading. All right. Right back at you.
I'm just saying, like it's a huge sport. It's what you put in is what you get out. So if you half-assing and you bullshitting, you gonna get half-assed and bullshit results. Point blank period. So to all these up and coming fighters, man, lock in, focus, man. Like if you got a way and boxing is your thing, that's what you want to do for the rest of your life. You got to do boxing for the rest of your life. Day in, day out, you got to be doing boxing activities. You got to be training. You got to be running. You got to be working. You know what I mean? Like if you know you fighting at a certain weight, you can't be trying to wait to the last minute to make weight. You got because then you know what I mean. You look at what you putting on your body. You killing your body to make weight. Now you're not gonna have all the energy that you need for fight night. You see what I'm saying? Like you gotta these boxers gotta start getting understood. Like you know, if I'm already down that weight, that's half the battle right there because I already beat the scale. Now all I gotta do is make sure I'm doing something and I'm ready to fight. I got all the game plan and everything, and I'm ready to fight on fight night. But when you trying to fight the scale the week of your fight and all that shit, man, you killing yourself. You already about your battle.
But it happens though, senior.
Yeah, but it happens too much.
It happens.
It happens too much. If that's your job, squeeze, you go to work every day. That's your job. You know what time you gotta be to work.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You know what you gotta do.
Every day ain't gonna be my best performance, nigga. You know I'm a senior citizen.
But you got
to ain't 100%.
You going to work though, right? You going to work though, right?
I mean, I
every
get
day.
this.
You going to work every day,
I'm
right?
on time, and I get there.
What more can you ask for? What more can you ask for? What more can you ask for? Boxing is not a team sport where I can lean on you today. I can lean on you tomorrow. Boxing is just you in the ring and your opponent. Come on, man.
Yo, coach. I got one more question, then I got to get up out.
Okay.
What's it called? So, who y'all got in the Fulton versus Anyway fight?
I like Fulton. I'm going with
Fulton. We Fulton fans.
I'm going with Fulton.
Good.
Fulton by knockout.
And that's why I already say, and because he's over there, I'm going with Fulton by knockout. I think he understands the task at hand because you hear a lot of shit talking about how Japan is over there or whatever, and you know what I mean, the biasness and all the shit going on. So he knows he got to get a knockout over there.
Yeah, facts. I'm thinking knockout in like round 8, round 7, around that time. I don't know really how Inouye's chin is. He ain't really got tested in his chin, so I don't really know how his chin is.
I wish that fight was in the U.S. though. I really wish that fight was in the U.S.
Well, he made so much money in the U.S., but them Japanese money, hey.
No, he gonna get paid over there.
Them yen gonna be cashing in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely that. But I just wish that fight was here.
All right, mate. We might get a part 2.
Yeah, I mean, we might.
But hey, y'all, shout out Rize family. I gotta go.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Have a good day.
All right, y'all too.
All right, champ. Hey, see, yeah, you see the young boy, the 147-pounder, 6'2", long rangy. He started the card off.
I ain't seen no fights. I was watching.
That'll be a good one for I just watched. That'll be a good fight for Jaleel. Both of them undefeated. Both of them young prospects.
You don't remember his name?
He 10-0. Mexican/Cuban, and he just was up there. He could rate talk.
Heard of, hey baby, Mill City Smoothie King.
Right back at you with another one. Mill City, my city, Shoot City. Boxing in the building. Not the best performance from Frank. Definitely need to let his hand go more. Very close fight. I had it a draw. That body shot in the last minute of the fight was crucial.
That's what I keep hearing across several different panels and platforms. That knee that he took really helped him out. I heard of, hey baby.
Hey baby.
You know what I mean? Chris Trucker, what up, my light skinned guy? Bella Aurelia, what's going on? Bella Aurelia. I think that's which one comment she changed that. No, that's somebody else. Bella Aurelia, how you doing?
She said Frank more work is needed. That's what she said.
Maurice Jones, Full Corner Boxing, Jenny Jones, what's happening? Yeah, I mean, like he's still up and coming though. Even though he's a little older, he's still up and coming.
I mean, is that debatable? Because he calling out the top dogs in the division.
I mean, listen. He can call him out. Keyshawn said, man, listen, don't bring that guy over here because I'm gonna smoke him. Keyshawn was on live going crazy. Like, man, I bet money on him, but I'm looking at this performance and you ain't that. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I like to see Frank and Keyshawn. For real.
I got Keyshawn. You know who I like.
Yeah. Big Ray said he wasn't impressed. Not to be calling out the big dogs at the moment. And I know you ain't gonna go against Big Ray. He's 6'6", 315, benching a 1,500 pounds, squatting 2,500 pounds. Shit, I know you ain't going against Big Ray.
And that's third generation Incredible Hulkness. I think if he spray paint himself green all over, motherfuckers be running out the gym. He come back.
Yo, he definitely like the Incredible Hulk, yo. Yo, be my light skin brethren in the building, yo.
Bring them in, y'all. Bring them in. Yo, break it down, Chris. You got the floor. Whatever you want to give them, pour it down, baby.
Now, I was listening to some commentary, so I got to check out the actual footage.
Hey, Chris. Spin another way. Get that light out the camera.
All right.
You good right there.
Yeah. I ain't really get a chance. I ain't watched the footage, but I heard some commentary. I think this is good for Frank, though, man. A tough fight coming up because it for him as a fighter, it gives him a sense of reality because y'all fans be hyping these guys up too fast, man. He beat Michelle Rivera. Y'all was already talking about he ready for Tank. I'm like, bro, like I seen so much stuff in that Michelle Rivera fight that I was like, bro, he not yet. You know what I'm saying? Not yet. He got the potential, but not yet. Y'all putting him on the chopping block, and as soon as he have a tough fight, y'all gotta bring it back a little bit and make excuses and stuff like that. That's why I gotta let these guys grow a little bit. Some people, you know, they special. You can see certain things in them, but with Frank, I think that was good for him. You know, a good win. He had to face some adversity, get through the adversity, and for him as a fighter, you know what I mean, he can go back to the drawing board and look at what he need to do so he can be better for the next fight. Instead of, you know what I mean, because if you become a person who listening to the fans and listening to the hype, like, oh, they put you with these guys and those guys, you know what I mean? You know, you get in front of somebody, you know what I mean? As soon as you get in front of somebody who we don't know, and we start looking, cutting the eye a little bit. Now you gotta go back to the drawing board. Because that guy, nobody knew nothing about that guy. And that goes to show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes to show, man, like, when you get in front of people, that's when we going to see what it is. You know what I mean? That's like, you know, that's all I say, man. I think it was good for him, man. That's good.
But being a fighter yourself, competing.
Let's not stress the truth now. Let's not stress the truth. He trained a little bit. Can't say being a fighter himself.
Right. Yes, all right. I'm gonna let you have that. That's cool.
Being a fighter.
You know what? I didn't really get my coffee. I'm over here. You can have that for saying, yo. Go ahead, yo.
Being a a fighter
I'm
yourself.
trying to be a better person, bro. You got it.
My
Go
man.
ahead.
Let him have it. Let him have it.
Yeah, bro.
My guy, Chris.
Being a fighter yourself, you know, and I know it's different levels. Different people you're gonna look different in front of.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna look as good as you might look this person with that person, but we'll know what type of fighter you are when you can make the proper adjustments.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go back to the drawing board. Your mistakes will teach you a lot of times. When you learn, a lot of times you learn a lot more from your losses. You learn a lot more from your adversities. That's what's gonna make you a better fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like, so I feel like that's good. It's good that he getting some criticism now. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have his fanboys. He gonna have his critics, but it's the criticism. It serves a purpose. It will make you go back and say, all right, okay, let's take a step back. You know what I mean? And let's work on this. Let's work on that. That way, when you get in front of somebody, that's when you start going up in competition. You ain't going up in competition, with your head all big, with this inflated ego, and then you get done real bad. You get what I'm saying? So I wanted to get off. I gotta, take my son out to his mom. I just wanted to holler at y'all, man. That's all, man.
Be safe out there in your travels, man.
You, Chris. Have a good day, man. Get that coffee up, man. Man, when you come on, I'm ready for you. That joint loaded. I'm ready for you. Come on, man. Stop playing.
All right, guys.
Have a good one. Movie King.
Right back at you with another one. Joey Ortiz, man. Thanks for the love, brother. Thanks for the 5-piece McNugget. Tank versus everybody. # strap season. Thank you, Joey.
Mill City, what's up? We don't talk to no dots, man.
Yeah, I just woke up, man.
Mill City. Wait for you to turn the camera on, Mill City. I got to get you out.
You bugging, senior.
You know the rules, Mill City.
You
know the rules, man. Huh? We don't talk to no dots. I can't break the rules. That's supposed to be the rules.
Yo. This is the best I could do right now.
Come on a little later. That's Coach Calvin rule. We can't talk to no dots. That's Coach Calvin rule, Squeeze. He said we don't talk to no dots. I got to follow the rules.
Yo, come on, man. That's real
the rules, man.
Emmanuel Carter, thanks for the 2-piece McNugget. What y'all think about Inoue versus Steven fight? I like Steven by knockout.
I like Fulton. Maurice Jones. We don't talk to no dots, Maurice Jones. Y'all know the rule. There we go. There we go. There's somebody to follow the rules. Shout out to Maurice Jones, Jenny Jones, and Four Corners Boxing, man. What's going on?
What's going on, family?
Look like you in the kitchen cooking, baby.
Yeah, man. Real break. I'm not gonna take too much longer. I just wanted to touch on that Frank Martin fight. He got exposed for a lot of things, He got exposed, and I like Frank Martin. I'm gonna keep it 100. I like Frank Martin, but I think last night he got exposed. You could hear Derrick James telling him certain things he needed to do. I don't think he made the adjustments that he needed to do to get him to win. If I would say he won by the skin of his teeth, if it wasn't for that homeboy taking that knee, it would have either been a draw or it would have been the other way around. He would have took a loss. Myself, and I think us as people that watch fighters, and we get accustomed to seeing them win, and we don't take their opponent seriously. Like, we didn't know who this guy was, but the guy came to fight. He brought that fight to Martin, for sure. So for him calling out dudes saying that he want to fight, he want to fight the Shakurs, he want to fight Tank, like, gotta pump your brakes, baby boy. Like, let's be real about this. Like, go back to the lab, learn the mistakes that you made, adjust, and learn to be diverse in the fight game. Because I think more so he uses a lot of his physical power and strength to try to dominate a lot of his fight. And as you can see last night, that didn't happen. So when that physicality don't work against the opponents, what else you got? What else you got? So I just think he needs to learn certain things under Derrick James as far as the IQ, use his ring IQ a little bit more. And he's got to learn how to not always go for the kill. He's got to break them down. And you in the camp with Spence, so you learning the best how to break them down. You know what I'm saying? So I wish him all the best. I'm gonna continue watching him, but I think right now he needs to get back to the lab and he needs to learn how to add more arsenals to his toolbox. Because
can we just say I'm gonna play the devil's advocate here off of what you said? Can we just say I'm trying to be nice and fair?
Don't be nice. Keep it real. You the host. Keep it real.
I'm trying to be
This is a
nice.
Rize podcast. Let's be real.
Could it just be he didn't have a great night? He didn't execute the game plan. He did the one punch to get him past. Did we like it? No. Were we skeptical? Yes. He got his hand raised. So let's just keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
That he go back to the table and make the adjustments he need. But the names that he's calling out, I think Shakur beat him, and I think Tank beat him.
Listen, Shakur beat him.
Devin might beat him if he can stay away from him and outbox him.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. So, interesting fight for me. Tina called it out. Yo, you all that smoke, you and Keyshawn was having a lot of chit chatter. Make the fight happen. That's a fight I like to see. I want to see him versus Keyshawn. Because Keyshawn could scrap. And Keyshawn got that dog in him. So, Frank Martin, you said you that dog. Like, come on, let's have a challenge where you got another guy that he ain't gonna back down. He ain't scared of you because he ain't scared of your size. He gonna knock you just like you ready to knock him. And so I think that'll be a good fight. I think that'll be a challenging fight for him, and let's see where he really gonna be at.
You think starting late for him playing a big part in I think him starting late took away from him being in front of that big crowd, and he was the main event last night. Those pressures for some of those guys that's coming in the game late could kind of like mentally stagnate them a tad bit in their performance because they don't want to mess that opportunity up. So it was more pressure on him than it was the other guy. So the other guy, like he said, I had nothing to lose. You know what I mean? I'm coming into his house. And he said it at the pre-fight interview with Jim Gay, which I don't like. Shit. I ain't gonna lie, yo.
I agree with you, Unc, on that one. It's like his opponent, it was like going to casino. He had house money. He didn't have nothing to lose. And all the pressure was on Frank Martin.
A whole lot to gain.
You're definitely right. He had a whole lot to gain. He didn't have nothing to lose. Win, lose, the draw. Hey, and right now, he just helped boost up his opponent's status to saying how far he went. So, he'll probably get more fights based off that. But I definitely think, and I agree, I think with Frank Martin starting so late in boxing, I think he hasn't been able to adjust to different styles and different type of fighters. Like you got guys that are like Keyshawn Davis, Shakur, Tank, where you got guys that fought over 100, 200 amateur fights. They were on Olympic teams, so they were able to travel, see different type of size and fighters, orthodox, southpaw, guys that can switch. He didn't get that experience. It's like he's learning as he goes. And I think last night was a good example of him not being seasoned in the game. But he does have a hunger to get better. So I'm excited to see what is going to happen for his next fight and what he'll change up on. Or is he going to be another one-hit wonder type of fighter? You know? So we shall see.
Only time will tell, man.
Time will tell, for sure.
Only time will tell, man.
But yo, how y'all feel about Alycia though? The bomb. Woo!
I didn't see that.
This is what I want to ask you real quick, Squeeze. This is what I want to ask you real quick. So, I mean, she had a dominating performance, right? But I noticed in her last two fights, right, around between let's say the 4th and the 7th round, she get gassed, or she looked like she's gassed, like where as though she's still throwing, but she just looked like tired.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she has too much muscle mass to where as though it's like taken away?
No, I think it's more so shifting levels in the fight per round. I think some of the rounds she spent too much energy trying to get her opponent out of there.
Yeah.
It's going to take something out of you per round. And then she doesn't get her out of there. Now she's going back to the quarter. Damn.
Remember we was in New York.
I agree with you on that.
Remember we was in New York and she did the same thing. She definitely tried to get the girl out of there, and then she had to take rounds off to get back.
Yeah, you're right. Seeing him when that fight, that fight in New York.
First round she came out and she was throwing us some shit. Second round she kind of took it off and she was trying to get herself back, but she was still throwing, but she just looked drained a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with you. She throws her shots with intentions to hurt you, and she throws with a lot of power. So when she throws those shots, like Squeeze said, after a while she gets fatigued, and like you said, she do got the body mass. She's very cut up for her size and her weight class. So she's throwing for attention to kill. And last night, you can see when she was landing them body shots, her opponent, she was backing up, whoa, hold on. She must have thought she had labor pains all over again. Oh, hold on. Let me back up. At least she was throwing with intentions, man. And she did a good job. She did a real good job. But I see where your point coming from, though. She does tend to tire out, and I think it's a lot of how much she's throwing per round. I would like her to use her jab a little bit more. I would like her to use that jab a little bit more because she does have pop on her punches. So if she can use that jab and keep females back, it'll keep certain attacks from her having to throw 30, 40, 50 punches in a round.
But the thing is, Andre Ward said the best in his documentary when he sit down at the table and talk to Roy Jones. He said Roy Jones wasn't really a jabber, but he threw punches and bunches. He knew how to get his guy out of there. He wasn't the best jabber in the world, but he did what he had to do. Alycia Baumgardner reminds me of that. She's a slugger / boxer. She's not looking to really box like that. Only way when she boxes when she's trying to work her way in. And once she get in, here come the barrage of punches, And like I said before, like Senior Son, right? He been boxing now for 2 years or a little over. I've seen different competition fly in and come from there. He sparred 4 different people at one time because everybody else was scared to spar him. It was a work of art. This was when he was in sync. When No Edition had their hottest soundtrack. This was when he was in sync. And he just walked through the competition. And he a 2-sport athlete, 2-3-sport athlete. Why I made this comparison is levels to this shit.
Facts.
And Junior got that dog in him. He got this shit was busted last week. He didn't even want me wipe the blood off. You see what I'm saying? He ain't come to the corner complain. I'm hurt. I looked at him. You all right? Like blood everywhere. He say, yeah, come on, keep going. He wanted to cuss, really. He said,
One thing I noticed that about with Junior is his hardest critic.
yeah, he is.
He don't like the easy route.
He'll coach inside the ring of himself.
And I give credit to I give credit to you, Squeeze. I give credit to Senior. I give credit to the whole other staff because that's his village, and he don't know no other way but to go get it. He ain't gonna sit there and complain. And if he do complain, I'm telling you, it ain't in front of y'all. He's going in the bathroom solo. He gonna probably let it out, and he coming back with that vengeance. Like, yo, I'm ready. Like he got that DMX grit. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I told him since he was little? If it's easy, we don't want it.
Yeah.
And so, you know what I mean? Like, he already, like, and you know, like, people watch him and then come back to me like, yo, look at him, yo. Like, look at him. Like, any other kid would have gave up. Look at him. He's still over there working. Watch him. Just pay attention. They like, yo, that's your son. Just watch him, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this day Squeeze talking about when he fought them 4 kids from, I think they was from Jersey or something. I tell you, yo, he was swimming all day, running around, playing basketball at the cookout. And the other kids was like, no, I don't want to fight. I'm tired. He's like, Dad, this is my gym, Dad. I can't let them do that. You know what I mean? And I'm watching them scrap at 50%, and I'm just like, I'm sitting back amazed because he like, listen, now he slept like a baby. Like, that was the best melatonin I could have ever gave him. He slept like a baby.
Chris Trucker say Junior got toughness. He ain't get that from C. He came back. Shots fired. Shots fired.
He got his coffee.
Shots fired.
He get that from Mama? From Mama.
He got his coffee. Okay, Chris, you was waiting for that in the background.
Wow, Chris got one in there.
I had to read that, yo. I had to.
Oh, that's my guy, Chris, man. We go back and forth.
Nah,
man.
but I love it. I love it. I can't wait to see the growth with Junior, man, and when he gets to that level of where everything's gonna fully click. Because right now he's just, he's getting his feet fully wet. But when he get that identity for who he really is as a fighter, oh man, it's gonna get spooky.
No,
it's gonna get real spooky.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Being in there and watching him, when he get his rhythm like really back, stuff going to sleep. People gonna be going to sleep with him. He come forward once he figure it out, the slip, touch the body, and choreograph what he's doing in there. People going to sleep. It's gonna be a new knockout record. I'm telling you now, yo. Big Rob, what's going on? He said, what's up, Senior? Big Rob.
Big Rob, my guy, what's going on?
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, man. The kid, I never seen a kid like he don't complain. He talked to his opponent. Him and CJ, some of the most classic battles in the gym already. And they talk smack to each other while they in there. He like, yo, you ain't do nothing. He was like, pop. And he like, calling me like, man, I ate that. I mean, they talking to each other. Yo, these two, yo, they dug, yo. I'm telling you.
Love that.
And then afterwards, they finish sparring, they hug each other, they running around in the hallway. Yo, I coached you with a nice left. No, you didn't. I moved my head, didn't I, coach? I'll be like, oh, I'm trying to stay out of this. They put me right in the middle.
That's the little man. Yo, Squeeze. I mean, Senior. That's remember, trademark it, man. That's the Baltimore missile, man. You heard it from me first.
Don't go nowhere.
That's the Baltimore missile.
I'm ready to give you something right quick.
Look. I'm ready to give you something, Maurice Jones.
I'm ready to give you a little clip. I'm ready to give you a little clip.
Drop a track, DJ.
My daughter interviewed him the other day.
Drop it like it's hard.
Can't believe maybe one day I'm gonna be a big time boxer in the ring, fighting the world, fighting another world champion, try to get in the #1 spot. And just feeling great. trying to get to the top. And the top to be the most champion.
So you going for the top?
I'm going for the top.
You're going to the top.
That's what I'm talking about.
Damn.
Yo, he got an old soul, man. He been here before.
He's
He been
smart
here
than his
before.
father. Yo, I
He
want
got an
to know
old soul, man.
junior or senior. Cause this little kid, yo, he's sharp like a number 2.
Yo.
I swear to God, yo, this little boy funny. He quick with it. He just,
Listen,
he had to get the smarts from
I
somewhere else.
laugh when he. I laugh at the video. I laugh at the video when it was his signing day. He had to sign the contract, and then Coach Kitty was like, after this you can't play football. He was like, he backed up. That joint had me crying. Me and my wife was laughing so hard. He was like, nah, no football, nah. Yeah.
Now see, that video said so much. Smoothie King, right back at you. With another one, Chris Trucker. That's how Tank was as a kid. Yup. I'm telling y'all, he was tough, just like Junior. I'm telling you, that video right there, they gonna look back when he 15, 13 years old and start wreaking havoc on the amateurs, circuit. And
But I'm gonna dip out of here, fellas. Y'all stay blessed. Take care. Peace and blessings. I see you guys August 5th. Be in the building.
Oh yeah, okay, my man. And went and brushed his teeth, washed his face. We ready to get him in the building. Appreciate you, Maurice Jones.
All right, y'all. Let's bring him in. My city, your city, Shoe City, Mill City.
That's what I'm talking about. He went wash his face, got even a little bit more light skin on us, combed the beard, took the dot away. That's what I'm talking about, man. We got rules around here. Coach Calvin set the rules. I cannot break the rules. You know who you is, but if I break for one, I gotta break them for all. And the one thing we got around here is consistency. What's going on in your city? What's on your mind?
I love it. Well, guys, man, good afternoon. Even though I just woke up. Shoot, man. Great fights yesterday, man. Did you guys was able to see the zones too as well?
I seen some highlights.
I didn't even get to see no highlights. I tried to pull some up.
So doubling back on some of the conversation you guys are talking about with Frank, it seemed like when it came down to believing in yourself, believing in your power, trying to get his opponent to go backwards, it seemed like he needed that. And that's one thing that Tank and Canelo got is that they believe in their power, man. And you got to believe in it because in the 6th round, you seen how we had him buckled and nervous and stuff like that. He looked real uncomfortable. Did you guys hear what Derrick James said in the corner? Like, yo, why aren't you letting those hands go?
Yeah, I heard he wasn't listening to his corner too good.
Why you think he wasn't letting those hands go?
I think when your coach tell you let your hands go, you had a well-organized training camp, and he's giving you the game plan, and you don't go out and execute that. I think it's not trusting himself at that particular time because what was in front of him, he like, I'm in here actually getting it thrown at me. He's listening, but I'm in here actually, and this guy, he ain't as light as I thought he was.
Yeah, that German was 12-0, undefeated. You know what I mean? Olympian. Come on, man.
Yeah, he was a bronze medalist. He fought Carlos Adames in the amateurs. He was a seasoned guy, you know what I'm saying? 32.
Playing it safe. Yeah. That's my answer to your question.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Jesse, what's happening?
At the end of the day, it's like I like what you said earlier, Senior. It's like you can't really look at this this performance and really grade it because things like this happen. But like I said on my podcast, I said, yo, guys with like Tank, Devin, and Shakur, you can't have an off night. You just can't. So when we talk about Frank Martin being in the top 5, I wouldn't mind seeing him in another fight because this stuff is going to happen. And let's be honest, if Tank is confident, Tank's going to go and counter you and step to you. It seemed to me also that Frank Martin has been you know, he's matched up with boxers. This is the first time like we got to see him with like a real pressure fighter that can crack. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he might do good with Devin and Shakur, but with Tank, I wouldn't even mention his name anymore now at this point in time. At this point, and then going off of Andy Cruz, don't mention Tank's name at all.
Oh, that's what I forgot. I was trying to. I was. What happened with the Andy Cruz fight? I did not get to see it.
Pitched a shutout from 1 to 10. He fought a guy, Juan Carlos Burgos, 35 years old. He's been in the likes there with Devin Haney, Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah, I know who you talking about.
And Mikey Garcia. Okay. The guy real seasoned, but he didn't look like himself either. You know, he didn't really look like himself. But, you know, flawless. You could see little glimpse of Bozy in the dungeon gym of what they're working on. But then you go back and it's like you only working with this coach for a few months. You're gonna go back to your traditional amateur Cuban style, and we've seen it a lot. He's doing a lot of unnecessary movements that are like slapping punches as well. I even think Keyshawn Davis, if he gets his get back on this fight sooner than later, because I mean Bozy's gonna definitely buckle down. I actually have Keyshawn winning that fight, but with more time with Bozy, I think that he'll be fine. But I know he mentioned Tank's name one time. Yeah, that's a wrap. You gotta scrap that up. You gotta scrap that up because Tank will definitely knock your head right off your shoulders. So
now I seen the interview you had with Frank, and he mentioned the Spawn, and I'm not worrying about all that other stuff far as Coach saying he seen it and he say he ain't see it, that wasn't him. It's not important to me. Mm-hmm. What was important was the way he dressed himself as, I'm not going to hate on him, mentioning himself in those top elite fighters just because some Spawn. Spawn ain't the big stage. In the gym, you might, at the Floyd Mayweather gym, you might on a pack capacity, maybe, I have been in there, 100 people, tops, just estimating. Mm-hmm. But when the light's on and you're walking down that long aisle and you get in there and you hear the cheers and the boos, it's a whole new day. And everything is on the line, not Spawn. So this is why I had that debate with these guys. Well, I spawned Mill City. I got the best of them. But came fight night, Mill City whipped my ass. And I'm like, that ain't the same Mill City I spawned deep down inside. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker sharper. I can see him bring everything out.
Excuse me, Squeeze. Excuse me, Squeeze. If you're in the ring and you fighting Mill City and he get the best of you, I forgot that trainer name that jumped in the ring, but we're gonna jump his ass that day.
Whoa!
We're gonna jump his ass. We're gonna jump his ass.
I respect it. I wouldn't see anything less, man. I wouldn't say anything less. All I'm gonna say is just foreign.
No, I got to get you, Mill City. You my guy.
But Squeeze, you're 100%. Like out of all the lightweights, the only one that's embracing like the superstardom is Tank. You know, second in line is Shakur due to the fact that, you know, his pedigree as an Olympics, he had thousands of people watching him as an amateur. So he's kind of used to it. But being in Vegas, lights, 30,000, ooh, you got to give it a Tank.
The stars out.
Oh, that's worse. When in the locker room, they're giving you dabs.
I mean,
when Manny Pacquiao come and shake your hand.
Listen, man. Listen, you like before we get to fight night, I want you to understand. When we was at the weigh-in and I looked at a sea of people and I thought I was at Woodstock, I'm watching people hanging from car garages. Like, you know, when Michael Jackson would come through and fans would fall out and shit, try to be like, I'm looking at over 100,000 people in the streets just to watch him weigh in.
Yes.
And that's a lot to take in as a fighter. So when you talk about embracing it, just think about the weigh-in. Bro. All the fans that was at the weigh-in was ridiculous. Then when he like that picture where though he flexing and they show the bottom on his back, but he looking out to the crowd. You just seen a sea of people. Man, that shit, man.
Yo,
Let's be honest, we ain't gonna see that in a minute.
Yo, the funny thing about what he just said when we was at that live weigh-in at the Vegas day, all of, like he said, Woodstock, people was all over. I was nervous and I wouldn't even fight. People yell, Rise Parker! I'm looking like shit. They called us. Nervous as shit. And I wouldn't even fight. It's a different than me being on Pennsylvania Avenue and somebody like Rise Podcast. I'm comfortable with shit right at home. When they yelled it out in Vegas, I was like, oh shit. They called down names. Scared as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's levels to this. It's a different stage, people.
Definitely a different stage. Then you got to understand, yo. That locker room, you got the mayor, you got NBA players, NFL players, boxers, politicians, celebrities, all coming in just to see you. That's giving you more pressure to have to perform. And each and every night he goes out there and does what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? And he don't talk a lot. You know what I mean? But them hands speak volumes.
It's true what you say, and make you feel like you a novice amateur fighter back again, you know, right back at it again.
Man, listen, man, that shit is crazy, man.
But what you said, Squeeze, was very important too, because going off of the confidence on that interview, I'm pretty sure you've seen it when he ranked himself. He ranked Tank first, you know, from the beginning. Then when the interview, you know, kept proceeding, he's like, wait a minute, I'm number one. You gotta keep that same energy all the time. You don't backtrack that you're not number one. You know, I understand that Shakur and Devin, they're more like kids, so you probably feel like you got the muscle on them. But with Tank, it ain't the same. You feel me? He a man too. So it's like, I definitely seen the vibe off of that, and I'm glad that you picked that up as well.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
So Baumgardner, she got her revenge back, you know what I'm saying, against Christina, our former champion as well. Only got 2 losses in her record. I mean, she's a game fighter. She looked good out there. I can't really say too much about her bad, besides like I feel like she could keep her head on the swivel a little bit more. But she did a good job, you know what I mean? I think she probably won out of the 10 rounds. She probably won 8 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh well, that's a next to almost flawless.
Right.
You know what I mean? Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Brother Kareem Hassan, thanks for the 5-piece McNugget. What's up, family? Senior, don't say nothing. Squeeze, get your shout outs.
Oh shit, he put $5 in the chat. He growing up. Okay.
He said don't say nothing. He said don't say nothing. Yeah, but Andre Ward said it best in his documentary. I done watched it like 5 times, and I learned something with each time I watch it. Andre Ward, class act. They really don't mention his name when you talk the pound per pound greats. I don't know why. It's blasphemous. One of the biggest, best fighters who retired undefeated. Knee was messed up. Arthritis in the knee, and he had the Kovalov fight coming up. The day of the fight, he had to get the knee drained. Before he went to the last final press conference, he had to skip sparring sessions. But he said to himself, "It's gonna be what it's gonna be, cause I'm not backing out." He said people ain't know about it till after the fight. And Crusher caught him in the 2nd round. He got knocked down, got up, smiling. He said, now this is when the fight start. And he went to work. They said it was hair close, paper thin. But the second time, he left no questions answered. He went out there and finished Kovalov. But what Andre said, he says no pension plan. There's no life insurance. He say boxing is a lonely sport. And he say if you don't do right with your money, he say it's a slippery slope. But he displayed greatness. One of the most feared boxers who killed somebody in the ring. He was going in there knowingly that he wouldn't even 75%.
Mm-hmm.
It's levels to this, people. And Tank on that level. When he
Yes.
fought Pitbull Cruz with the blown up hand, people ain't know it was hurt in camp. It
Mm-hmm.
blew up like a pillow. He showed you on social media. He beat you with one goddamn hand.
Right.
Come
Right.
on, people. It's levels to this. It's
Mm-hmm.
definitely level. And you and Tank's so humble. As much as he's a monster. See, y'all don't know, man. Like Sing say, Tank don't run his mouth around the gym. Tank don't talk about his fights. It's us who ask him. And when we ask him, he kind of bashful. Because it really Tank ain't getting in this for the sport about. He got into it for the family side of it. So
Right.
to him, he's just in the check cashing business. I'm gonna get these chumps out. It's just he fighting a different fight than you are.
Mm-hmm.
You looking for prestige. You looking to be the best in the Tank. He wants that, but it really doesn't matter to him. It's, can I break numbers? Can I get the biggest paycheck?
And going off of that interview, like Tank only he only sparred Frank Martin due to the fact that Frank Martin wanted to stop one of his homeboys.
Yeah, yeah,
Just get back.
yeah. Smoothie King, right back at you with another one. Robin Lasted, thanks for the 5-piece McNugget, homie. Some people are made for stardom. Tank definitely made for it. Thanks, Big Rob.
Definitely.
Thanks for your support, yo.
Yeah, he a fighter, regardless of the fact, thank God he got to get this boxing and get some dollars with it too, it's just it's just better now,
Yeah, it's like work. Like Senior said early, like work, right? I see a lot of people lose their jobs on the job I work on over the years. I've been there almost 11 years now. They bring outside distractions to work and can't perform. And then they make mistakes that get them sent up out of there. You got to leave that off the job. You know what I mean? It's your job to do your job while you on the job. We all got stuff going on, but I can't take that to work. That man need me to produce his product. So Tank all about producing the product. He went through that with his baby mama and was in the ring the next day. It still fought and ain't look like it was no distractions. He's understanding what it takes to block this stuff out. I'll deal with it when I get out of the ring. But while I'm in the ring, I need my total focus. Floyd went through the same thing. Got time, had little family issues, and you wouldn't been able to tell because he left it all in the ring.
In my opinion too, is like when you possess that type of power, which I've never had, but anytime I dropped somebody in sparring, it felt good. Like it felt like a superhero. So I can imagine Tank, he doing this shit on a regular. So it's like, I think that's a getaway. When you go into the ring, everything is just a distraction, and then what you doing is what you love. So that's kind of like how I see where Tank with it.
You know what? You just sparked the flag. In the Frank Martin interview, guess what he said? He said, to be honest, what Tank's good at that a lot of people ain't good at? Setting that one punch up. That one big punch.
Mm-hmm.
I said, whoa. And that's what separates Tank from everybody. Because you like, oh, I got him. In the Leo Santa Cruz fight, oh, he touching Tank. Oh, no. He got going there. You think he had you thinking, and then he'd come out of nowhere. Bam! He know how to go from 0 to 60 in a Jaguar. That's special.
Yes.
That's me and him see Tank spar all the time, and we like two little kids in a candy store. Our mouth be dropped like, yo, you done seen this boy 500 times. Why you looking surprised? Every time he get in there and he works on stuff.
Yeah, he a surgeon.
He don't get the credit for his defense either.
Nah, he don't. And I'm glad that you mentioned that, because if you look at Frank and you look at the similarities to Frank and Davis, they're both two short guys competing at 135 with short hands and quick, fast southpaw feet. You know what I'm saying? It just one possesses the confidence and the knockout. You know, lights out, one shot night power. So
let me ask you this though, because you say they both short fighters, but you gotta understand they not both the same short fighters, because Tank has over 200 amateur fights.
Yeah,
and you know what I mean, he been fighting since he was 4 or 5 years old. So the different styles, the different boxes that he's ran across by Frank starting late, he hasn't gotten them same looks. So he doesn't know how to make those adjustments like Tank can make to where
he doesn't have the experience.
When you don't got the experience. So when you fighting a guy like Mario Barrios, you don't know how to break him down to make him your size. You don't know, you know what I mean? Shit like that.
And it showed. It showed in this fight right here yesterday. You know.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Mill City. I'm gonna tell you just like this, because I keep it 100. Me and Mr. Leon, 50 years in the Parks and Recs, been in boxing back in the day when Lenny Moore was playing with the Colts. I don't know if you remember Lenny Moore, Baltimore Colts, an icon. Mr. Leon, we heard about the Mario Barrios fight, Tank going up. Mr. Leon came in the lobby. I just came in. He let me in the building with me and Mr. Leon. Only one was in there. He looked at me, said, Squeeze, I don't know about this one. I say, but what? You heard this boy Tank fighting? He going up to 140, fighting for the belt. I say, let me see him. We sit down and we watch. And I was like, damn, yo, tall, long. And I was following Mario. But I said, Mario Barrios. I say, I wouldn't die. It was just that little speck. I was like, man, he got to be on this game. And that's what Tank said to me, too. Tank said, I didn't want to get hit with nothing clean from him. He said, because he was very strong. He said, so now I had to tighten my defense up and counter. And it took Tank, good, Senior, 6 rounds to start really figuring Mario Barrios out. Go ahead, Senior.
So let me give you my story. So we that was when we took Junior out there to meet Tank in Vegas. He was getting ready for that fight. And, you know, he was spawned Fox. And Coach Calvin said, I just want to see one thing. If I see it, we got him. And Coach Calvin seen what he was looking for. He said, Kenny, I got him. Look at him, watch him. He touching him. That's all I was worried about. I got him. Man, so when the next month, when we seen that fight and he broke him down, I ain't had no worries. Because when I seen him spawn Fox, Coach Calvin found what he was looking for. I ain't had no worries.
Yeah, it's a difference between worrying and just having that inkling of, damn, you're going up at somebody else's house. I had those type of like nerves. I knew he could pull it. I said, but damn, this is why when they say Tank ain't fighting nobodies but a bunch of tomato cans, I'm like, you done lost your freaking mind. He didn't dare to be great. Went up to 140. He started out at 26.
Yo, Keith Kermit couldn't get Mario Barrios out of there.
People don't know. Newsflash. Tank first name when he started boxing was Rambo.
I posted that clip.
Oh, you did? I just dropped one. Yeah, I just dropped it. He was called Rambo. And then Floyd came with the one.
That picture with Tank, he don't look like he too out of shape either, man. He look like he can get right back in the ring.
Listen. Somebody just asked in the comments, right? I ain't even answer it. They was like, how long you think before Tank get back in boxing shit? I was like, y'all must ain't look at the picture. Y'all really must ain't look at the picture. Y'all must look at the picture.
Just in case if somebody act up in there fast enough. Like,
yo, y'all must ain't pay attention to that picture. Ain't too much weight on him.
Bro, when he walked in, he was a lot chubbier than when he came out. That's all I'm gonna say. He was a lot
Ain't nobody.
chubbier.
Listen, y'all ain't paying attention to that picture. And Coach Calvin told you, been talking to him, and he been working the whole time. So y'all get like, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say too much.
Don't say too much. Don't give him too much. But know this: Halloween is coming. We 60 days away. Javante Tank Davis just came from over the J. Is the building that we call it in Baltimore. But believe me, when he stepped in that ring, somebody gonna touch the floor. Trust me.
Yeah, Squeeze, you kind of let something out there. Just the way Tank's style is, and then fighting in Halloween, he could own that day. You trying to,
Huh?
Trying to own that day?
I told you the Rise podcast exclusives. We got it.
Is he trying to earn that weekend? Like, own
definitely
that
when it
shit?
gets spooky. Won't be the first time.
It's about that. But you know, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. The only one I really see, like, really giving Tank, gonna take probably some rounds to walk him down, close the door, and shut it. It's Shakur Stevenson.
Right.
And the only reason why I say that is because Shakur got great footwork. He's precise. He makes sure he keeps it safe. He works off his jab. You know, he puts his punches together very well.
Southpaw.
But the only thing that I do notice sometimes with Shakur that will hurt him with Tank, he likes to get back up on the rope and do the little shell defense. That's not going to work with Tank. Tank going to punch them arms, stab in between that torso, rip that uppercut up. He going to run the wrecking ball into the building. And those punches hurt when you getting them on your arm, and Tank know how to open your defense up. You know.
I look at that fight as Tyson Fury and Wilder.
Yeah.
At the 135 division. You know what I'm saying? But way more highly skilled, both of them. You know what I mean? Way like IQ off the roof, though, you know. But that'll be definitely the harder task. And you know, they say that Shakur's been in there with a lot of guys that punch that are 54 pounds. You know, I talked to Brian Mendoza, the guy that knocked out Fandora. You know, he said he did a couple rounds with him and stuff like that. But
you don't need to be drinking. You don't need to be drinking them either.
Yeah, it's all different with the 8-ounce gloves, though.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Closing arguments, champ.
Oh man, Mill City, appreciate you coming on, chopping it up with a Squeeze. Man, fire show today, man. I really enjoyed it. I like the show today. We did good. Brother, son, man, stop catfishing with that picture, please. But no. Hey, another thing I wanted to tell you about that Mario Barrios fight. When he touched that belt, I like, oh shit, it's over. When he was at the weigh-in and he touched that belt, not to mention that weight. Oh, Miss Rachel, how you doing? Miss Rachel Nonito, what's going on?
Oh, damn. What's going on, Miss Rachel?
Yo, is Nonito still on the card, or
they fight got moved to the Spence Bud fight? Yeah,
is it still on that card?
The Miss Rachel Nonito, that fight's still on, right? That's the last thing I seen.
Or the homie got hurt.
They should give us an answer soon. But you know what I mean? Like even that weigh-in, that was a damn concert. They had motherfuckers performing and not like that. That wasn't no average weigh-in. It was a concert.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I mean? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for rocking with us, man. Thanks for y'all support, man. Another fire show, man. We got a lot going on and coming up, man. Shout out to Bad Girls Promotions. If y'all ain't got y'all tickets for the GTD Challenge August 5th at Coppin State University, man, y'all don't know what y'all missing, man. It's gonna be a lot of surprise celebrity guests. Great card. We got Mia fighting for a belt, Lord Don's fighting for a belt, Damari making his pro debut. We got Junior fighting. You know what I mean? So you got to get there early because Junior fighting on the card. And man, it's gonna be a great night for Baltimore boxing. And she's making history as the first female promoter in Maryland history, man. So shout out to Bad Girls Motion, Coach Nikki, Coach Brandy, Coach Dredd. They over there putting it together, and they putting together a hell of an event for y'all to enjoy. Shout out to Coach Nikki because they threw a team's pool party last night that went down without a hitch. The kids enjoyed themselves. You know what I mean? So shout out to that, man. Shout out to Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, man, all the fighters, all the coaches, man, for doing what y'all doing, trying to uplift these kids, man. And shout out to the Rise Podcast. Shout out to Squeeze.
Yeah.
You know
Shout
what I
out
mean?
to both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? You guys balance each other very well. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
the consistency is on point, so everybody got to look forward to a show all the time. So
Yeah, but we still growing. We still got a lot to do. You know what I mean? It's more I could do on my end. So like we say, just stay tuned. We coming and
we do what we do. Like
we
Captain
do
said.
what we do, man. But this is an ongoing thing, man. It takes a lot. Senior got stuff going on out of the ring. I got stuff going on out of the ring. But we continue to step in the ring every night, whether it's me or him or Calvin or Kenny, to keep the fight going. So, you know what I mean? He held it down earlier, you know what I mean? He kind of panicked. He looked in the corner. I got the text. He like, Squeeze, what's next? You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna tell you all that.
No panic, no fluster. Okay, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna be on that bet. You know what I mean? We chopped it up. We was rocking. We had our own good show. So you came and messed up the continuity.
I said work off the jab. You want to throw hooks like Roy.
Then you brought your light-skinned brethren Mill City on the show, which, you know what I mean? And he want to come on as a dot, you know what I mean? So now I got to be the enforcer, you know what I mean? I got to enforce the rules that Coach Calvin laid down. So, you know what I mean? No, but other than that, no, we had a good show, man. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for rocking with us, Mill City. You know what I mean? You know it's always love. I know we pick on you, but it's all love, man.
Nah, man, it's all love, man. Keep up the good work, guys. Much love.
Smoothie King, right back at y'all. Running out of our 8 Miss Freight, y'all. Peace and hand grease. We out.